god. Buffering is always nice, guys, right? Wait. That's... I'm not even gonna ask what's happening. Okay. Shit, we missed the first... We missed the beginning of this, but I'm assuming you're counting it backward, because everyone gets counting it backward. Okay. Okay, you know what, we're gonna drop this. We can't drop this. No. My Twitch has really been acting up recently. I don't know why.
Thank you, Lily.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's throw breaking. Okay, so the first thing I can see, like right off the bat, is you're moving a lot, but you're not really like stopping your opponent from just matching your movement and moving forward. So, okay, that's just mashing. You're like backdashing a whole bunch. Oh god. Rip, more throw breaking. Yeah. Steve can be kind of brutal to play against you. The defense isn't exactly the most solid. And even if your defense is solid, he himself has quite a unique way of defending against him, which can be a pain. So that's definitely gonna be fun. Let me turn myself up a little. Yeah, okay, that should be good for some. Okay. Yeah, so like you're backdashing a whole bunch here, and the Steve player's backdashing and seeing what you're doing and seeing like you're not really doing anything to stop him from coming in. And then eventually he's just like, I'm just gonna come in and kill your ass. You're also killing yourself a lot. Like, you don't want to use things like running 3-4 against Steve. You don't want to put yourself into those -9 situations, because those situations are situations that you have to guess. Yeah. Yeah, you're getting counter hit a lot. Oh my god. You're getting counter hit a lot. In regards to that, you just block more. Like, that's kind of a default like answer, but honestly, just try to block in more situations. And I wrote up like a little thing the other day talking to someone about like how you don't really need to lab every single situation. You can, if you're playing alongside with someone, you can just kind of play it out and see what happens. And a lot of the time, like if you block something and it's not safe, and it's safe, like you block the whole thing and like a whole string and you try and punish it and it's safe, then try ducking it. You know, if you duck it and it turns out it's a mid, then probably a string that you can like step or like walk or something like that somewhere through it. And obviously if it's a mid and it's a string and it's safe and you can't step it, then it's probably like high minus on block, which means that you get to, you know, enforce your mix-up situation. Yeah. God. Yeah, like here, you're backdashing a whole bunch. And eventually you come in with running 2, right? And he gets hit by it, but you're backdashing a whole bunch and not really like contesting the space. Contesting space is like something that a lot of players like struggle to do. Some people do it like without really thinking about it or without knowing that it's like an important thing to do. But a lot of people struggle with actually contesting space when they move. Like backdashing is all cool, but backdashing and just allowing your opponent to close that space again for free kind of defeats the point of backdashing. Sure, you backdash and you're out of threat range, but if they can just match your movement, then you're going to get fucked up. Especially because like just holding forward and walking forward matches backdashing. Like forward dashing covers a lot more than backdashing does in the game. Even with Korean backdash cancel, forward dashing covers so much more space. So if you're backdashing without covering like that space with hitboxes or just doing something to show that you're being active, you're gonna get fucked up by conflict opponents. There's not really too much Steve specific here, other than the fact that you're getting counter hit by like back one, flicker one, and shit like that, which is, just look at the frame data for that. Like back one into flicker can be interrupted on block, but you're just getting counter hit a fuck ton from pressing buttons. Yeah, like down forward 4 is a good move to use to contest space. Back 1 is a really good one, because obviously it high crushes and it also tracks quite well. Down forward 4 is a good one because it pushes people back out. Trying to think what else. The only thing with down forward 4 is because it's high minus, you can get mixed up afterwards, and it can kind of get you fucked up in that response, like in that regard. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, with punishment is one thing, but I mean, like, okay, so when you start contesting space against people, right, and they know, oh, okay, I can't just forward dash for free against this guy because he's gonna press buttons, you end up in a situation where they will start doing stuff like, okay, well, if he's gonna press buttons, I can, you know, do a forward 2 or a running 3, and it will, like, counter hit him pressing buttons on my forward movement, or oh, you know, I'm dash guarding and stuff like that. When people start doing like running 2s and all that kind of shit to try and get in on you and start using not just running 2s but getting moves in general, you start to be able to use like, okay, well if he's doing a running 2, I'm just going to sidewalk it. Okay, well if he's doing some other move to get in, great, I'm gonna... That right there was really bad. Steve's rage drive is like plus 19G. Please block. Please block, please block. Yeah, like, once people start doing running 2s and all that kind of shit and different ways to get in, then you can start applying the counter to the method that they're using to get in, and it makes defending a lot easier. The Steve player is pretty good, actually, surprisingly. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna move on to a different character. So, let's see. You have Jin at 117.09. Let's skip to that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pause that for a second, let it buffer for a small moment. Yeah, are there any more questions in the chat? Wait, he might run on a different account. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I can see, like, the Steve player is, like, kind of entertaining things that he didn't really need to be entertaining against you, and he wasn't really doing them. Hey Rose, thanks for tuning in. We have actually let me pause it real quick. Yeah, just to explain what's going on, we have a critique channel in the Alisa Discord. If you have a look at it, we have the thing where people like post videos and stuff, and people go over them and give them advice and stuff. But I've been meaning to actually stream myself actually going over the matches. A lot of the time I watch stuff, but there's too much to like break down into a paragraph or like give timestamps and stuff, because there's like multiple small instances I need to speak about. So I'd prefer to do something like this where I stream myself watching the video and, like, you know, going through things, etc, etc. Okay, so that's unsafe. Cool. Ooh, boy. Yeah, don't mash after Jin's down full 1. Both extensions fuck you up on counter hits, so yeah. Just kind of trying to teach the people. Yeah. So he, like, here, this Jin player is using forward 2 to get him, right? He's got the life lead, so he's just trying to sit on it. But when he doesn't, he's just using forward 2 to get him over and over again, and running 3. And that's a situation where, great, like, he's expecting you to keep him out, so he's using forward 2 and running 3. You can just walk him all day. This is an interesting combo. This is a really interesting combo. Oh boy, yeah, you did. Yeah. Okay. See, the gym player's contesting space. He's doing jabs and shit. To be fair, to play Jin, you kind of have to. Man. Okay, if you're really, really worried about the down forward 1 situation, you can down jab, but like, it's unnecessary. You don't want to risk being counter hit for no reason. No, sorry, like, you don't risk being like low parry for no reason. But if you think he's going to do one of the extensions and you don't want to deal with that, you just down jab. Nice whiff punish. Yeah, I think if I go through all the matches, it's going to be a lot of saying the same thing, but like, the different instances will show up differently against different players. So like, he's pressing stuff to try and stop you getting in because he has a life lead now. And again, using forward 3 and oh boy. Wow, okay, that's this gym player isn't that bad. Yeah. You don't really want to use strings as much as you have been doing in a few games. If you can. Okay, I'm gonna watch one more game of this versus Jin, and then I will. He's a Korean player from the correction. Oh, okay, interesting. Where are you from, Kirbopher? Yeah. Again, he's just that's good. East Coast NA. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, like Tekken's all about like countering what your opponent's doing. Yeah, you don't really want to do jabs if you get to someone's back unless you're like 100%. Especially as Alisa, there's not really any point. If you want to do something fast because you're worried about them like turning around or blocking or something, just do 2-3-3. And worst case scenario, you'll actually get forward 2-3-3, which will actually be fine. They can't really do anything against 4-2-3-3 in their back. They can duck the second hit, but the third hit will hit them. Worst case scenario, they duck the second hit and then block the third hit. But if you hit it in their back, you get like the wall bounce and shit, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. But this gym player is just doing, the contesting space and shit. Cool. Okay, let's move on to Miguel. Miguel's kind of a weird one because he's kind of obnoxious to fight in season 2. But I'll do it anyway. Okay, so 223, 40. Okay. That's good. It's kind of sad. I was planning on going to Fighting Friday, but my new controller hasn't arrived, and I can't be bothered. Hey, the realist. I know the realist. You're probably about to get fucked up. Okay. You almost won. Nice. Yeah. Hey, see, the realist is contesting that space. He's doing the good shit. He's doing the good shit. I almost won, then I tried. Okay. Damn. I look away and read the chat and you get off kicked. It feels bad, man. Okay. Hey, now you're contesting space. Although I think you're contesting space, but like I said, a lot of people do it without really thinking about like what it entails or like what it lets them do and shit like that. Okay. Really, there's very little. Like I said this in the Alisa Discord the other day. There's very little reason to use Alisa's down back one under pressure. Like her actual backdash and sidestep are like her backdash is the second best in the game. It's almost as good as Eddie's, and her sidestep is the best in the game. Like actually the best in the game. There's like you can just use her actual regular Tekken movement to get out of pressure. That's -12. Rip. Okay. You can backdash the second hit with that because you're Alisa. Good to know. Okay. Nah, he's mashing. He's mashing hard. Okay. Special wake up with me. I'm trying to think. Oh, you could have probably done 4-2-3-3 there to break the balcony, to save your screw up till after the balcony break, and then like done standing 4 and then we'll carry. Just a random thing. Oh man, he, yeah. Rip. He's just done full crouch down full 4. Oh. Yeah. He should have killed you way harder. Damn, he with him. Rip will combo. This is kind of random. There's a lot of whiffing going on from both sides, like a fuck ton. Rip. Rip. How do you control space without whiffing? You can control space. Okay, obviously you have to technically whiff to control space, but like the okay, so it shouldn't just be like random shit that you do. It should be you predicting their forward movement as opposed to you just doing it so that they can't move forward, if that makes sense. Like if your opponent is like forward dashing, back dashing, like if you have a read on their forward dash timing, and you just kind of, you know, you control space, down forward 4, down forward 2, back 1, etc, etc. Back 3 is good too. Back 3 is really good. But you should aim to get what you're using to control space blocked, as opposed to have it whiff. It should either get blocked or hit. It shouldn't whiff. If you're doing it right. After I finish going through everything, I'll probably like boot up the game and like set the CPU to like record a whole bunch of random actions and then show you what I mean. It's basically just lore from here. Okay, I'm gonna watch like 2 more then. I should probably stream myself going over some higher level games at some point, but yeah, that's effort. Okay. It's so hard to contest base against Alisa though, because wow, rip duck. Rip wall combo. Man, Alisa can walk that. Man, okay. He's just doing a bunch of full crouch down forward 4. But like, he shouldn't be able to do full crouch down forward 4 if you're contesting space properly, because it's a slow ass move. He should be getting interrupted. And actually, what down back 3 is like best at is like, you can use lows to contest space too. Down back 3 is good to contest space, but like when people are like, people realize that you're contesting space and they're like, okay, well I'm just gonna dash guard and then, you know, your move's safe. I'm gonna be at like +5 +6, and then they're gonna use their +5 +6 on your down forward 1 or your down forward 4 or something. Once people start doing that, then you can start using like, okay, well I know you're going to forward dash and then block because I've been doing down forward 4s, so I'm going to do a down back 3 because you're not going to duck, you know? That kind of thing. Layers. You got to build up the onion. But yeah. Strings. This man's doing strings! Strings! Fucking love low Tigger. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna skip to the Josie game, because I think the Josie game will be very good to illustrate this. And if not, then I will end up just booting up the game to show you. I mean, the League game might be good for showing you how to beat contesting space, but that's later on. Okay. Damn, you guys play hella ranked. What the fuck? I guess I mostly play offline, so my rank out's pretty low. Jesus. Okay, I'll probably do like 3 games of this Josie. Let's see. Okay. Yep. So, Josie player at the start of the first round literally just watched to see if you were contesting space or not. Realized that you weren't. Oh my god. A mash. Anyway, she watched to see if you were contesting space or not. Realized that you weren't. And realized, okay, I can get him for free. Yep. Yep. And you just die. I mean, you might win the round, but the sentiment still stands. Oh my god, you got... Please don't do that. You could have died like 4 different ways. She thinks it's -13. That's sad. And you missed. Okay. Rip. Rip. You tried to rage out. Please do not rage out of pressure. Learn to deal with it properly. Yep. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. There's just counter hits everywhere. Like, in a ranked like this, like, you don't need to get out of situation. It's different in tournament, but you don't need to get out of every situation immediately, right? You can just, like, you can actually just have the person do all their pressure and see, like, okay, well, okay, so they did all this shit. Okay, let's see what happens. Like, okay, he did it. Let me see. Can I punish it? Okay, it's safe. Okay, next time he does it. Okay, can I duck it? Okay, no, it's a mid. Okay, next time he does it. You know what? Let me see if I can step it. Can't step it? Great. Next time he does it, like, you have a lot of time in rank, like, you know? Even if the person in question leaves, you're gonna see the character again, and even if you have to lose to the character, like, 7 times, oh my god, yeah, even if you lose the character like 7 times, so like 7, 8, 9, 10 times, ranking up, if you do that and take your like 10, 15 losses, the like 200-300 wins you get from actually learning the situation and learning what beats what, etc., is like way more valuable. You know? Okay. Damn. God. Paul. Yep. That's a serve. The hop kick crosses your jab. Rip. I think you can die here. You could have died. Rip, you can definitely die here though. Yeah, don't jab after that. Or if you're gonna do something, do like 1-2. Because the hop kick will like crush the 1, but then the 2 will float. Well, it should do. It does for most characters. I can't confirm 100%. Josie's crushing is kind of weird. But like, you're kind of beating this Josie player out of virtue of the Josie player just being really bad. But like, at the same time, matches are getting pretty close because the Josie player is abusing like your issues. Cool. Yeah, there's not really much more to say other than that. Yeah, there's not really much more to say other than that, I think. Yeah. Anybody got any other matches to watch? If not, I will, what will I do? I will take this momentarily. Put them together. And open it over here. Okay. Yeah. But like, if your opponent is like here, they can't really attack you. Like, if you backdash, like, and Josie backdashes, you guys are gonna be like here and here, right? So you're asking how to control space without actually whiffing, but like, you're safe. Both of you guys are safe right now. Neither of you guys can take damage because, okay, I guess Josie can technically do crouch dash 3, but yeah, and you can kind of do down 3, but from these ranges, you guys are gonna see like the startup animations of those before they actually hit you, so it's fine. But if you're like, Josie's gonna be like moving backwards and forth, backwards and forth, backwards and forth to see what you're gonna do, right? And if you're pressing fuck all, she's gonna start forward dashing and just attacking the fuck out of you, which she does throughout the whole set. And you should just be down forward following her over and over again, because you know what she's gonna do. Not just down forward forwarding for the sake of it, but you know, okay, he's moving back and forth here. Okay, he moves back. Okay, he's gonna move forward in a second. I'm gonna down forward forward because he is going to move forward because he's been doing that already. Like, the controlling space should be a read as opposed to I'm just doing it thing. Yeah. Okay. Let me quit that. Okay. Anything else? like any other questions, or am I gonna find something else to go over? Okay. Let's see. Actually, I think there's more games in the Alisa Discord. Alisa's such a bad character to do this kind of thing with, because Alisa kind of